will see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Offense in a bunch formation. Leaves it with the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. LSU right back to the line. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Using his legs to buy some time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Showing the arm straight down the left side. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Dennis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to... And it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown, Tiger. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get... Oh, he's got some space! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Tigers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown it over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in an empty set. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to change this route. Now the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 28 over the Rebels. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Leaves it with the back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the try is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beal. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field, and I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Split backs here. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the set. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. LSU quick to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The field goal is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas A&M 0.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Hunter. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Dennis. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give out of the gun. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time in this type of game. they have got to step up and start making plays.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Lets it go. Working on the right. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Sends it back in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Just keeps slinging it. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Stanford. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12.
Got on a roll. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds a seam at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Motion from the back. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Caught in the backfield. It's Dennis. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Throws to the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come.
Oh, he found a space on the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Memphis is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Stewart. He's loose down the left side. At the 30. The 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make play.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is.
Texas A&M, 13.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoil.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to